This is your friendly reminder that if you are ever arrested by police, if you are ever in a situation where you are having to speak to them in a room, they legally can lie to you. And it's actually called a ruse. There's been a lot of documentaries that have come out that talk about this. One that I've talked about before is called Victim/Suspect, where women come forward to accuse a man of essaying them, and they utilize a ruse against them. They lie to them and tell them, oh no, but I have surveillance that says the opposite. And what happens is after hours of them speaking to police, they start shutting down and start questioning their truth and end up getting arrested. That's why it's called Victim/Suspect, because it's as if they were lying and they're now accused of falsely accusing someone, right, of essaying them. And the reason they're allowed to lie is if you are guilty, that's the best way to get you, right? You're like, okay, man, yeah, I did it. The problem is that when you're innocent, a lot of police don't back down and they continue hours and hours and hours and hours of interviews. And that's where you get innocent people confessing. And I just listened to this. This was on 2020 on a podcast called The Accused. And this is another example of a ruse, a lie that was given to a parent who had reported their child missing. And they were on him, I think it was for over 14 hours. His brain started to shut down, and they ended up arresting him and saying that he confessed to taking the child and taking her life instead of investigating the case. And they actually did not record the interrogation. So it comes out that they were in his face, accusing him of murdering his daughter. Then they get into his wife's face saying, you love a murderer. What is wrong with you? Now, where is the lie here? The lie is that they tell him to take a polygraph, and that if he takes a polygraph, that is going to clarify everything, and that they're going to let him go. And he takes the polygraph, and they come back and tell him that he failed the polygraph. And that is something that they are allowed to do. And at this point, he's in shock. He doesn't know what to think. Keep in mind, he's in there for 14 hours. He had just been told his daughter had been found in a creek. They found her body. They then showed him pictures of her body, accused him of everything under the sun. And if it wasn't because his wife believed in him and told police, you're lying, that is not true. You know, my husband can be whatever, but one thing he's not is a horrible father. She pushed it. She pushed and pushed and pushed until they let him go. It comes out